Welcome. Accessing alpha state was made popular by Jose Silva in the Silva Mind Control Method. It is entirely focused on being in the alpha state, that state that's right underneath beta, your waking state, and it's within this state that you become less influenced by the active beta brain, where many of our worries, our anxieties, the busyness occurs, the programming occurs, and it can be used for just stress and anxiety relief because it is a meditative state and it allows for relief from our intrusive thoughts. But Silva taught that this is also where we can enhance learning. We can increase focus and memory. We can use it to practice visualization, which becomes a key in creation or manifestation in order to create what we desire. So when people start working with alpha, they often ask me, how do I know I'm in alpha? So I have a solution for that. Flowtime, the brainwave sensing headband. Know your brain state and other factors like your heart rate, so you not only truly know if you're in alpha or other states, but also you'll know what is happening during meditation to your body and mind, and if you're getting the results that you desire. You'll know how your meditation progresses over time with real-time feedback and various reports that you can access, and use our special link in the description to find out more and get your own Flowtime device. So here's a bit more from Jose Silva himself on his work.
When you want to analyze problems, those right brain hemisphere thinkers always think and analyze problems at 10 cycles brain frequency with the right brain hemisphere, not with the left one. 90% of people think and analyze their problems at 20 cycles, which means a connection to the left brain hemisphere, brain-wise. These people, once they learn how to use the right brain hemisphere, the ones taught by the Silva method, they will from there on, always, when they analyze problems, go to 10 cycle brain frequency and there analyze problems. Once they find what they're supposed to do about the problem, change over to 20 cycles and act on what they found to correct the problem. So the right thing to do is think with the right one and act with the left one, not think and act with the left one at 20 cycles. The right dimension for thinking is the center of the brain frequency spectrum. And the brain frequency spectrum, the overall average is 20 vibrations. The center is 10. And 10 is named by scientists the alpha dimension. So now, when you want or when you desire to solve a problem, your brain automatically goes to 10.
Now compare alpha state access with the work of Bob Monroe, the Monroe Institute, and those that learn from Bob that now rely on variations of his methods and utilize the hypnagogic states. While the methods are still accessing the power of the mind, their focus is less on the various brain states, and they would seem to disagree that there is much power in even accessing any certain state. Instead, they rely on the hypnagogic state for its power, that space of simultaneously being awake and asleep. Robert Monroe was known to use this space for achieving and teaching others how to achieve an out-of-body experience in things like remote viewing. But for what purpose? Just because it sounds cool? Other teachers in this realm are using it for self-actualization. Its purpose is to reach the higher mind, to access information seemingly not readily available to us. We become more aware of how our egoic mind is controlling us, and we can widen our view of what is possible. You can bring more of the subconscious mind and the superconscious mind into view. Now, there is much overlap between the Silva method and accessing alpha states and the use of the hypnagogic state, because with both methods you increase awareness and you tap into various levels of consciousness. But they do bring different experiences and can be used for different intentions. Bob's work wasn't actually limited to hypnagogic state access. He also used focus work similar to Silva, but the hypnagogic state seemed to be an area of particular interest for him. I'll let Bob tell you a bit more about that.
It's great because you can take that whole skein of wakefulness and use it in a number of different ways. Then the next thing that importantly takes place is that you can shift that attention, that mind consciousness, into other types of states, all the way down, and you're not even asleep yet. So look at this. And there's all of these in between. And we have some very profound ones that we've developed that, mind you, you're not asleep, but you are awake. So we have a state that we can achieve by Hemispheres that lets your mind be awake and your body asleep. Now that means that the characteristics of your body, your physical body, are asleep. And this makes a very great discovery available to you. And that is that you don't need all that physical sensory input of your five senses to be awake, to be able to think.
While these are mostly sleep and meditative states, remember that there are also highly focused states that you can use in creating in your daily waking time. And one of the best tools I found to induce a flow state is Brain.fm. This is scientifically engineered flow state music. I use it every week whenever I need to power through a day of tedious work. It gets your brain focused on the task at hand and it makes the time go faster. With our special link in the description, you'll get 30 days free. And their trial is 3 to 7 days. But by using our link, you get 30. And it's no obligation, and you can test it out to see if it has the same effect on you. Lastly, I'm currently working on a visualization course to help you understand how to visualize or strengthen that skill. I personally was someone who couldn't visualize at all and had to develop the skills, so I know the struggle and know what can help. That's it for today. Have a great week.